The elephant that didn't die. Scene 1. The cautionary tale and the hidden tusks. For nearly 2 decades, the name Nokia meant one thing in the tech world: failure. It was the cautionary tale, the colossal elephant that got too slow, too complacent, and was completely crushed by the nimble gazelles of Silicon Valley. Everyone wrote the obituary. Everyone was convinced the elephant was dead.
I mean, who could blame them? Nokia became shorthand for the past. Their most famous product was a brick phone, and their defining moment was handing the entire mobile phone market to Apple and Google. As an investor, you'd scratch them off your list and move on.
Exactly. But here's the twist. And this is the truth that separates the insiders from the outsiders. Those who wrote the obituary forgot the ancient wisdom. The elephant has 2 sets of tusks, those it shows for grandeur and those it uses for digging and survival.
The digging tusks, I like that. So while the world was staring at the shiny display tusks, the consumer market, the sleek handsets, Nokia was busy using its hidden tusks to dig into what exactly?
The bedrock of the internet. They didn't die, they retreated. They shed the skin of the consumer business and went all in on the boring, complex, essential utility market. And the NVIDIA $1 billion investment, that's the spotlight being shined on the massive, powerful infrastructure they built while nobody was watching.
Scene 2. The infrastructure god, the great pivot.
The Nokia that exists today has almost nothing to do with phones. It's a B2B behemoth structured around 4 core groups. Forget the ringtone. This is about fiber, routing, and radio waves.
So give me the architecture. What are the digging tusks they're using to survive?
They're focused on becoming the gods of the infrastructure. Tusk 1. The RAN. They build the radio access network. That's the equipment on top of every cell tower that connects your phone. This is the heart of 5G and their aggressive push into 6G. Tusk 2. The backbone. They handle IP routing and optical networking, the literal fiber optic cables that carry data across continents and oceans. Tusk 3. The brains. Their cloud and network services provide the software that runs the entire operation, automating and managing carrier networks. And Tusk 4, the vault. And finally, they sit on a massive treasure chest of patents that provide a continuous, high-margin income stream.
Wow, that's a fundamentally different business. They realized the phone was a commodity and the network was the utility. They gave up the flashy race to dominate the essential plumbing. That's actually brilliant.
Scene 3. The 6G Master Plan, AI RAN, and Quantum Safe. It gets better. They're not just comfortable in the plumbing, they're redefining it. Nokia isn't trying to catch up. They are trying to define the next era of communication, 6G. And this is where the NVIDIA partnership becomes critical.
The AI RAN concept, right? Tell me how they're embedding AI into the network itself.
They are turning the cell tower into a distributed AI data center. By fusing their RAN software with the NVIDIA Aerial RAN Computer Pro, they are putting AI processing right at the network edge. Why is this huge? It means instant processing, immediate decision-making for autonomous systems, and massive efficiency gains for carriers. They're building a network that is AI native from the ground up.
So they're building the brain and the body simultaneously. But I heard they're also looking at an even bigger threat.
They are. While everyone is worrying about AI, Nokia Bell Labs is focused on quantum computing. They are actively embedding quantum-safe networking technologies into their infrastructure today. They are building a defense layer to protect against the future threat of quantum computers breaking all existing encryption. That's thinking 5 steps ahead. They are ensuring their networks are the most resilient on the planet.
Scene 4. The monetization tusk. Network as code.
All of this technology leads to the most important shift for investors: monetization. The old business model was selling minutes and data. The new Nokia model is selling the network's superpowers.
How do you sell the network superpowers?
They call it network as code. They're taking the network's high value, previously inaccessible capabilities like guaranteed quality of service, real time location data, and network slicing and exposing them to developers through simple APIs.
Wait, so a third-party developer could use a simple line of code to pay for a guaranteed super lane on the network for a live video stream? Or a bank could use an API to instantly verify that a transaction is coming from the exact location of the device owner.
Exactly. They're transforming the network from a static utility into a programmable, high margin platform. They're partnering with Google Cloud and other giants to make this possible. They're unlocking the latent value of the network, which is exponentially greater than selling a few gigabytes of data.
So the satire is clear. The world thought the elephant was dead. They thought the story was over, but they failed to realize that Nokia simply retreated to sharpen the tusks that mattered. They stopped fighting for the crown jewel, the smartphone, and started owning the crown's foundation, the global network.
They're not coming back to compete with the iPhone 20. They're coming back to sell the infrastructure, the 6G AI platform, the quantum safe security, the monetization engine to every country and every carrier on Earth. This is a brilliant, terrifying comeback story.
Absolutely. Let us know in the comments. What do you think about the new Nokia? Are they officially back in the game? If this breakdown changed your perspective on Nokia, hit that like button and subscribe for more tech insights. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you in the next one.